Brilliant traffic, Cessna 87 Delta is turning left, base 11 Burlington. Brilliant traffic, Cessna 87 Delta, final 11 Burlington.
Lake in the Hills Airport. VFR automated weather advisory. Wind 070 at 7. Visibility 10. Temperature 11 Celsius. Altimeter 3021. Density altitude missing. Condensation altitude 3,700.
That one bad. And make these much tighter.
Burlington traffic, experimental November 790 Delta Whiskey is 4 miles east, 5 miles east for a left downwind runway 11 Burlington.
Lincoln Hills traffic, Archer 41598 is 5 miles to the south. 5 miles to the south, we'll be overflying the airport at 2,500 midfield to enter a left downwind for runway 8.
I decided to make those two little shrubs down there my center point, in case you're wondering.
Ah. It feels like we're getting fairly close on this side.
Yeah.
Burlington traffic, 0 Delta Whiskey is left downwind. I do not see departing Cardinal Burlington.
Break off from this right now. See this T intersection right there?
Yeah.
And so we've got some good landmarks. So we've got the waterway on the west side. We've got this little, looks like a little driveway or something, or field entrance.
And we got the combine right in the field.
Of course, he's moving. He's going to be a moving line.
Right.
So he won't help us a whole lot. But we do have some barn or residence right here, and then a farm stand over there.
Okay.
So we will stay inside of these residences, the farmsteads,
go north and then enter a 45 on the
and then just go just slightly over the waterway, and then just out over the little field entrance there. So use those as your points. Watch your altitude, watch your airspeed.
Lake in the Hills traffic, Skyline 94825 is 10 miles west, straight in for runway 8, Lake in the Hills.
Right over that now, let's just go just inside of these two barns here, so keep your turn in.
Burlington traffic, experimental November 790 Delta Whiskey, left base runway 11 Burlington.
And now look for your next point. You see where I'm talking about, the little field entrance right there?
Yeah.
Just outside of that or just over it is going to be fine. Watch your altitude. So flatten the airplane out a little bit, or otherwise we'll never get there because the wind's coming out of the east and it's going to be blowing us to the west, or carrying us to the west. And now over this, looks like a gas
gas tank.
Lincoln Hills traffic, Archer 41598 is over
just
top of the
inside of
airport,
that.
2,500.
Over that, and now back to our waterway. So all we have to do is just steer the airplane to these points, We should find that we're flying a fairly concentric, watch your altitude, fairly concentric, keep your turn in.
Lake in the Hills traffic, Warrior 4627, Foxtrot base runway 8,
nice
Lake in the Hills.
touch. Now let's start taking some of that turn out, flatten it out a little bit because we're now going into the wind, so a little pitch up, keep altitude, almost flat right here, right?
Yeah.
And just aiming for that point. We aim for one point, start thinking about the next one right away. So this airplane just did a nice turn, fairly shallow because until we start getting right about here, the winds are really not carrying us too much. Now we can feel that they are. You can almost look down and see the ground speed increasing.
Yeah.
Now we've got to bank over pretty good.
Traffic Warrior 4627.
I just find it's easier to set the maneuver up with these known points outside to give us just an idea of how we're doing on our radius.
Lake in the Hills, Skyhawk 94825 is 5 miles west, straight in for runway 8, low approach, Lake in the Hills.
Nice light grip on your control. I see your fingers getting white on me there.
Lake in the Hills traffic, Archer 4598 is 2 miles to the northeast. We'll be entering the 45 left downwind for runway 8. I will extend my base for the straight in, Lake in the Hills. Correction, I will extend my downwind for the straight in, Lake in the Hills.
Traffic, Warrior 4627, Foxtrot clear of runway 8, Lake in the Hills.
There's nothing that says we can't trim the airplane to help us do this maneuver. Stay coordinated, so the right rudder there.
Yeah, got it. Put that one a little in too far.
Nice relaxed grip on that control though.
Lake in the Hills traffic, Archer 4598 is entering the downwind for runway 8, Lake in the Hills. Lake in the Hills traffic, 41598, Archer 41598. Where's that traffic that's
We're
runway 8, Lake in the Hills?
increasing our power there, right?
Yeah, my airspeed was falling and I was...
But we were climbing at the same time.
Yeah.
Let's break off and just go off to the east for a little bit. We're going to come back and do it again, but I want you to just get the airplane stabilized. You just fly due east.
Alright, I'm going to go straight in then, okay?
Spot in mind.
Yep, I saw you right as I was starting my
Set your
turn.
power, set your airplane.
Alright,
You may have to
Skyline,
trim the
thank you.
nose down
Skyline
a little bit to keep it from
9485, Lake in the
climbing
Hills
now.
is 2 miles west, straight in 08. Have downwind traffic in sight, no factor, Lake in the Hills. Full stop.
So just nice and stable. It just allows us to relax a little bit.
Yeah.
We're going to turn back around and go back to it though.
Lake in the Hills.
Correction, 825 is
We're
low approach with
stabilized.
a right turn out of the pattern.
I'm going to turn them down just a little bit.
Yeah.
So let's get it back down to 1,900. And let's turn back to the west.
Your left.
But let's just turn back to the east again. What I want you to do on this turn, I want you to go back east.
Okay.
So stay coordinated. Always coordinated.
Yeah.
Hold altitude, just make a turn. I want to do a 360-degree turn, but we're going to have to fly east a little bit. So just keep your altitude, keep your airplane coordinated. Not trying to do anything here other than just a flat turn. Not gaining or losing altitude or airspeed. Not really thinking about it with reference to anything on the ground, just a nice flat turn. All the pumpkins down there.
Yeah.
We're just climbing a little bit, so your altitude. If we continue to do these flat turns, ultimately the air that we're in would carry us further and further west, right?
Should, yes.
So all we want to do is continue to do the flat turns, but we're going to have to adjust our bank so that we stay in one spot over the ground. Winds are really not very strong. Look at the clouds. They're not skittering across the ground.
Yeah.
We don't want to overcompensate for them. You can see even by doing this, we're not moving dramatically off our position. Okay, on this turn, just level us out as we go back, and we'll go back to our intersection. Now we're fairly stabilized. Airplane should feel pretty good. And we'll just look for our 4 points coming around this point on the ground. 4 markers as we go around.
Up we go.
Okay, let's just ignore the ground reference at this point.
Okay.
I just want you to hold altitude, stay coordinated, just continue to fly banked circles. No more than 30 degrees of bank though. So, yeah, stay right there at 1,900. Airspeed's just about 105. 30 degrees of bank.
Tell when I'm
Good.
losing altitude by the engine noise.
Yep, it's a clue for us. If we're losing altitude, we're probably picking up airspeed. As we come around on this turn, what I want you to do is continue the turn, but shallowed out a little bit so we've come over our marker that's on the south side of the intersection back there. Right over there, so just aim right for it.
Yeah. Farmer's gonna have the whole field done by the time I get through here.
He's counting on it. So look where this marker is. I'd like you to be able to keep that in sight as we fly over here.
Oh, okay.
So keep that in sight so you know where you're at on this. As we go turning to the west, keep our next one, the fuel or gas thing there, in sight.
Got it.
And keep the waterway. It runs between the fields here. Just keep that in sight. Just passing over it. Very good. Coordinated?
Yeah. Got it. Oh, got a little bouncy there.
So a little more bank there than we wanted. We flew inside of our marker, and then you see it sort of screws us up on the next one too.
Yep.
All right, let's just fly off east. So just keep us due east, keep us stabilized, keep us at 1,900. Airspeed still right around 100, 105. Give you a chance to breathe a little bit, and then we're going to go back and do S-turns along the roadway there.